anticipate people drifting in, we feel we need to go ahead and get started as a courtesy to everyone who's come from far and near. I'm Ed Bowen, President of the Grayson-Jockey Club Research Foundation. The Foundation and the Jockey Club are coordinating and underwriting this event, and we thank Keeneland for its hospitality in allowing us to hold it in such a nice facility. We appreciate the broad level of interest that has been expressed in this summit on behalf of the horse, and we hope that various athletic breeds of the horse will be the ultimate beneficiaries. We had to be highly constrictive, of course, in inviting participants as a practical matter, but we look forward to other interested parties having input as our deliberations are converted into actions. We're grateful for all of you for taking time to be here, of course. What we hope to achieve in the next 2 days is to tap into the knowledge of a distinguished group of individuals who play various roles in the thoroughbred racing and breeding industry. The end product will be a specific development of specific action plans. They might be in the form of subjects for the veterinary research community to pursue, development of additional statistical data, or a combination of both. The board of Grayson-Jockey Club Research Foundation first began this process in April of 2005. This was the idea of addressing the safety and welfare of racehorses. This, of course, was long before the high visibility injuries of the last few months. The initial meeting was held that April over a year ago, and it quickly became clear that while opinions were numerous, there were certain statistical studies which would be required in order for us to march ahead on the basis of correct premises as opposed to haphazard impressions. Additional meetings led to the conclusion that we would need help from the personnel of the Jockey Club and access to the vast informational resources of that organization. A short time later, we developed this idea of bringing this type of meeting together. While the mission of the Grayson-Jockey Club Research Foundation itself has the narrow focus of strictly on soundness and health, the Jockey Club itself has a broader mission. It remains dedicated to the improvement of thoroughbred racing and breeding, and its support of this event, financial and otherwise, is evident of its fulfilling that mission. The umbrella subject today, of course, is soundness of the horse. The racehorse of today makes far fewer starts both per year and in its career than was true only a relatively few years ago. We want to know what factors account for this pattern. If this is because we are raising weaker horses today, we need to understand that and develop common strategies on what to do about it. If the pattern of fewer races is because, as many believe, medication used on racehorses has had a detrimental effect, we need to get our hands and minds around that and seek to reverse the phenomenon. If the decrease in racing activity stems from management decisions in the racetrack, in the tack room, and in the racing office, we need to understand that and not go off looking for answers in the wrong places. If the decline in racing activity results from a combination of many factors, we want to respond correctly, not emotionally, and we don't want to see what's around us individually and presume it can be applied universally. The format of the summit will be as follows. First, we will hear scientific presentations from 5 experts in various specialties. Then for the rest of the morning, we will present panel discussions of small groups of key individuals, including breeders, owners, trainers, track management personnel, jockeys, buyers, sellers, farm managers, and regulators. Cards are available for the audience to submit questions, and we will ask them of the appropriate speakers and panelists as time permits. The public session will have to end at 12:30 for us to keep to our schedule. Now, if you submit a card with a question and it doesn't get asked during the public session, that doesn't mean it's being ignored. That we'll have many hours in the afternoon where the individuals, the participants, will be able to see those questions, and we can bring those up and discuss them. After the morning session, the public session ends at 12:30, the speakers and panelists will join together in designated at tables for closed-door breakout sessions. Tomorrow morning, each team will report on its deliberations, and from these discussions, a strategy will be developed and an action plan created. Reports of all this will be made readily available to the public, but we felt a closed-door atmosphere was necessary to encourage a frank, no-holds-barred discussions. I believe this seminar will help guide us on the proper path toward improving equine health and safety of racehorses and other athletic equines. It is not the end-all and be-all in the area of equine soundness, of course, and the group we have assembled here today does not see itself as setting the course for the future to the exclusion of all other input. Nevertheless, their mission is important and difficult, so let's get started.